Hello, this is Mr. Bing again. It is February 1st, 2021 at 1:13 p.m. It is the first day of the spring semester, February 1st. We are at home because it's a Monday. We're always at home on Mondays, and it's also snowing, so we'll probably also be home tomorrow. Inconvenient time to be home because it is the brand new beginning of a semester, the first day. There are people in this Zoom session at this moment, my students, and they are viewing as I am recording this video, so that's nice. I'm Mr. Bing. I didn't introduce myself in the first recording. I'm Mr. Bing. My name is actually Mr. Marshallek. My nickname is Bing, so everybody calls me that. And this is Principles of Engineering Section 2-3. And so in the first video, I just went over how the Schoology course page works. And now I want to go in video number 2, I want to go into the announcements. When you click in the Start Here folder on announcements, it opens literally within the Schoology course page. You can look at it there. That's great. However, I prefer to open it in its own tab. So that's what this button is here for. And you should see that now I have 2 tabs open. The tab, which was the course page, and now I have a tab which is the announcements. And the announcements that you can look at all the time, forever. This I have shared with you, or I hope you have access to it through Schoology. I have been told that there are some permission settings that people are having difficulty with. If so, please let me know. If you try to click on one of these shared documents and it says you don't have permission, please let me know so I can give you permission. Announcements, Monday, February 1st, 2021, Block 3 POE. What's late? Every Sunday night at midnight is a due date or is a due deadline. And so if we had had an assignment due last night at midnight, it would now be late. Well, we didn't, so it's not. And however, a week from now, after next Sunday midnight, whatever we're doing this week will then appear on the late list. And what that means is that if you did not turn it in by the Sunday midnight deadline, you get another week to the next Sunday midnight deadline that you can still turn it in. However, it would be late and you would get half credit for late, but it's better than nothing. And unless you're late with your assignments every time, you're going to be fine. Try not to be late for very, very often, but sometimes you are. Another thing is that if you turn in something on time, but it's unsatisfactory, then I'm going to say, hey, fix what's wrong with it and resubmit. So technically that's late as well, but it was something you turned in on time and then you had to turn it in again. So it seems late, but not really. So I'm sort of compromising on that rather than giving you a 10 out of 20 because it's late. And rather than giving you a 20 out of 20 because it was on time and it was good, I'm going to give you a 15. We'll split the difference. A 15 out of 20 for anything that has to be submitted, resubmitted. And if it doesn't get in by the second deadline, then you're just done. It should just be a 0 forever. Now, there's tons of extenuating circumstances. There's so many times where a student will say to me, hey, Mr. Bing, I tried to do this. It wasn't working. Can I have more time? Yes. Yes. I'm always open to that conversation. And if I agree, which most of the time I do, if I agree that there was something else that we need to consider, then being late in those cases will probably be no penalty for being late. There's a lot of times where a kid will be late on an assignment or 2 or 3 because there's all these issues in the assignment and he or she's really trying to get it worked out, and he or she and I get it figured out together. So talk to me and things will be good. What are we doing this week? Now, you might notice that today's Monday and I've given you assignment. You have many classmates who aren't even here and they're not even going to watch this video probably until Tuesday or Wednesday. However, I am going to give you the assignments up front on Monday, and then you might decide I'll just do them all right up front and not have to worry about it for the rest of the week. But this is my recommended pacing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I recommend that you work on these assignments throughout these days, whether you're full-time at home or whether you're a Tuesday or Thursday or whether you're a Wednesday or Friday. And notice there's really only 1.5 assignments up here, 1.1.2, that is an assignment. And then 1.1.2 plus is like an extension of that assignment. So I am counting it as 2 different things. The first one we have to do, and the second one we'll do if we have time. And we'll talk about what those assignments are in just a moment in another video. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Okay, so what else? If, when, will. If you were with me before, and I think all of you were, if you were with me before, then maybe you remember my philosophy of the relationship that we have with each other as a class, you guys with each other. And so it's if, when, will. If you fail, I fail. If you fail, I fail. I take that personally. Your failure is my failure. However, when you succeed, I succeed. I also take that personally. I feel like if you fail, it's on me. If you succeed, it's on me. So if you fail, I fail. When you succeed, I succeed. And then we will succeed together. I love this philosophy because we really are accountable to each other. And I don't want you to think, oh, I failed this class. You're not going to fail this class, but I screwed up on this assignment. No, you didn't screw up. We screwed up because we are a team and we're all in this together. And failure, don't worry about failure as far as the course. You guys are all going to pass and make good grades. I'm talking about failure when it is like something that didn't work, that kind of failure, or whatever the problem is. If the assignment just doesn't work, or the project doesn't work, or your solution doesn't work, we will make it work. Speaking of working, whatever works. Since we are a pandemic, and since we were at home last spring and at home last fall, and now we're home another spring, or partially at home. There's a lot of times, and you guys, those of you who were with me in the spring, taught me this. There's a lot of times where we can't do the assignment as it's designed. And so if you're in class, it's like, well, we can do it. And you're at home, it's like, well, I can't do it that way. And so what I would expect you to do in that case, and what people have shown me is possible, is for you to say, I can't do the assignment as written. However, I can do it a different way. Mr. Bing, can I do the assignment this way? And almost all the time, I will say, yes, that's a great idea, because most of the time they are great ideas. Whatever works, whatever you can do to make the assignment work, even if you have to change the assignment in a way that makes more sense. This is supposed to be an experience for you. This is not where I give you hurdles that you have to jump over, and then I have to say, yes, you're good enough. You jumped the hurdle. It's not like that. This needs to be experience where you decide what you want to take from this. I'm hoping that you take this course. I hope you're frustrated, and I hope you overcome that frustration. But I also hope that you really enjoy it, and that you say, this is great. I love solving problems, even though they're frustrating. This is the second course, so you've been here before. Maybe you'll continue for the third and fourth course. Help me clean up and organize, because my rooms, I teach in 3 different rooms, they are a colossal mess, because apparently I have some sort of defect that I don't know how to put things away and organize them. So if you don't mind helping me from time to time, if you don't want to help me and say, it's not my mess, you clean it up, Mr. Bing. That's fair, right? But if you want to help me clean up and organize, if you're bored, clean up and organize. It's a never ending task. And then Project Lead the Way 2021, PLTW 2021, all lowercase. That is the password to your Project Lead the Way account onto the web page. If you don't know your username, I need to give it to you. I have it, but it's just a matter of organizing the information, and I might just email it to you individually. You really can't do much without it. So that's a high priority item. Okay, so that was the announcement that you find in the Schoology course page. Start here, announcements. There it is. And I'm going to stop this recording and then start a new one to talk about the next piece.